Hey, how you guys doing? Have you recovered from the last video yet? Of course you have. Come on, shake it off. We got work to do. Alright, in this video, we're going to do collectibles, treasure hunts, and puzzles, as well as landscape and environment. So, as per usual, let's create the separator. Highlight this. Right click, copy. Go to Mod Organizer 2, and tiny wrench and spanner, create separator. Paste, and OK. Alright, Legacy of the Dragonborn, Bad Gremlins Collection. This mod adds a collection of treasures and collectibles for Legacy of the Dragonborn. We want the optional file, merged all 4 BSA version. Download. Click on Files. Scroll down to the options, optional files, and here it is. Let's download it. And then let's install it. Okay. This has a BSA. Do you want to extract it? No, we don't. Skyrim Unique Treasures. This mod adds hundreds of unique items, weapons, and treasures. Okay, let's install it. Download. Files. Mod Manager. Good. And let's install it. Alright, there's a BSA. We do not want to unpack it. Good. Now let's activate them. And move on to the next section, landscape and environment. Let's create that separator. Right click, copy, tiny wrench and spanner, create separator, paste, and OK. All right, glorious doors of Skyrim, GDOS. The mod overhaul all the main doors of all the major cities. You've got a main file and an update file. So we will merge this together into one mod. So let's do that. Main file. Update file. Wow, this is 800 gigabytes of textures for doors. Amazing. Okay, now that's done. Let's install the main file first. Looks like there's a faux mod. So let's take a little peek. Click next, next. Texture size, we want 4K because doors are really big. You can see every little detail in them. Next, next. The variant, we want the rotation fix. Next, and next. Glorious Solitude Door Replacer, we want 4K for that. Next. Next. Magnificent Riften Mistfield Keep, 4K. Already. Riften, also 4K. Keep seeing a cat over here. What's going on? How dare you? Alright, so Windhelm 4K. And then another Windhelm, also 4K. Something tells me we're going to choose 4K across the board. Yep, 4K for Whiterun. Dragon's Reach 4K. Keep going. Gorgeous Ruin 4K. This is a cool mod though. It not only adds new textures, it also adds little animations. Like in this, these little hinges or latches actually open and slide over. So 4K. Next. Dwemer Door 4K. And then install. Okay. Before we activate it, let's install the update. Make sure those names match, and they do. Click OK, and then merge. And then activate. Alright, we are now doing Embers HD. This is a small mod that makes embers found in various fire sources around the game world more aesthetically pleasing. And we're going to delete some stuff. And there's a full mod. So, files, download the main file. Let's get that full mod ready. Double click. We want Embers HD 2K. Next. Next. We want the fireplace add-on and custom fire effect. Next. Next. We want both of these options, forges and lava crater. Next. Next. Here we want the campfire patch. Install. Okay. Before we activate, let's delete some, looks like meshes. So, right click, open and explore. So we're going to go into meshes, furniture, and we want to delete alchemy workbench and alchemy workstation. So alchemy workbench, workstation, first two here. Delete. Now we're going to go into workbenches folder and we're going to delete alchemy workstation. Alchemy workstation. Delete that. All right, that is now done. Now let's install Pilgrim's Delight, High Hrothgar Shrinery textures. How sad it must be for the poor pilgrims to the shrines on the third of the world to have to spend all that time squinting at muddy, illegible textures. Let's download it. Pilgrim's Delight. Double click to install. All right. There's BSA. We don't want to extract that. Blended roads. This improves the roads throughout Skyrim. Yes, by far the best roads retexture and also mesh. So let's download that. You want the main file. All right. Let's open up this full mod. Boom. We want really blended roads and really blended roads for SMIM compatibility. Install it. All right. Minimize that. Activate that. Blended roads redone. I see. This improves the road textures added by blended roads and 2 optional files. So we're gonna install these as separate mods. So let's download it. All right. Here's main files. Go to optional. So we want blended roads redone 2K. That's right here, the first option in the optional files. Let's download that. And the other one was blended roads redone bridges. Blended roads redone bridges 2K. Yep, 2K. So blended roads redone bridges 2K. Download that. Download. And let's install these as separate mods. So first let's do blended roads redone. I'm going to rename this because it's not 8K for sure. Blended roads redone 2K. All right. Install that. Now let's do the redone bridges. Let's just rename that. Redone bridges 2K. Okay. Let's activate them. Cool. Miscellaneous blended roads fixes. Fixes small issues when using blended roads. Okay. And miscellaneous blended roads fixes. Download that. Double clickety-click to install. Excellent. Better dynamic snow and blended roads integration. Applies better dynamic snow shader over blended roads, snowy roads. We want the ESL flag version. If there's more than one version. There's 2 versions. Okay, we want the second one. Boom. Very nice. Very nice. Double click to install. It is installed. Now, Rally Solstheim Landscapes. This mod is a texture replacer for Solstheim Landscapes. We want the 2K. Files. 2K is the first option here. Very nice. Double click to install it. All right. And then activate. Rally's Raven Rock. Let's install that. Version 1.1 mods. It's been a long time since I went to Solstheim. It was fun comparing Solstheim from Oblivion and no, not Oblivion, from Morrowind. Elder Scrolls Morrowind and Solstheim from Skyrim. Alright, I believe there's a full mod. Here we go. Alright, first option here we want 4K. For LODs we want 512 by 512 and then install. Alright, Rally's Reclaim Outposts. This mod is a texture replacer for Reclaim Outposts. Cool, 2K. Files. 2K is the first option. Let's install it. Alright. Moving right along. Rally's Tel Mithrin. This mod is a texture replacer for Tel Mithrin. 4K version, y'all. Files. 4K is the second option. And this is a very large structure. It's a giant mushroom house. And guest house. Alright, install it. Vivid Landscapes All-in-One Special Edition. This mod adds high quality meshes and textures which enhance various terrain and objects. Okay, so we're going to install it. And then we got some stuff that we want to delete. Let's download it. No particular... Yeah, we just want the main file here. Alright. Now let's install it after it downloads. There we go. And you know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to click on Manual. We're going to go into Textures. Terrain. And we're going to uncheck the box next to Noise. Okay. That is weird. I do that and it's checking a box next to textures. I just want to get rid of noise. All right, this is acting funky and I don't trust this. So what I'm going to do is I'm canceling out and I'm just going to install it. And we're going to delete it this way. Because that's weird how it's unchecking boxes that shouldn't be unchecking. So right click on Vivid Landscapes, go into Open and Explore. Now we're going to go into Textures, Terrain, and we're going to delete Noise. Boom. Now we need to go to Textures, Architecture. So click on Textures, go back to the Texture layer. Now we're going to go into Architecture, Farmhouse, and we're going to delete all the pelts. This is kind of hard for me to look at, so I'm clicking on View and going to List. This is much easier for me to look at. And anything that starts with pelt, so starting from here, and I'm going to shift click to the last item here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items you're going to be deleting. Boom, done. And let's activate that. Let's clean this up. Right click, delete installed downloads. Yes. Okay, Rudy HQ Nordic Ruins, and we need to delete a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so main file, a bunch of optional files. So I guess we're installing these as separate mods. All right, let's do that. Files. Okay, let's download the main file. Okay, and then we need chests, pots, and rune levers. So, file. Here's the chest add-on. Yep. So download the chests, pots, and runes levers. This pretty cool. All right, let's install the main file first. Since there's so many files here, I'm just going to install it and then go in there manually and delete them. Okay. All right, now click on chests, drop down, change its name to chests add-on. Now let's install pots. Drop down, pots add-on, SE version. Now runes levers add-on. Drop down, runes levers add-on, SE version. Okay. Now let's go into Rudy Nordic, open. Going to go into meshes, clutter, ruins. Now we're looking for ruins, candle sconce off 01. Ruins, candle sconce off 01. Yeah, so we want to delete off, on, and on to. So basically all the candle sconces here, ruins, candle sconces. So control click to select all three and then delete. All right, so now we're over here. Same folder. Ruins, floor, candle, lamp, mid, off. All right, that's that one. So going down the list, let's look at this. Mid, off 2, that's the one after that. So I'm control clicking. Lamp, mid, on. Okay, that's the next one after here. Mid, on 2, next one, control click. Lamps off, that's this one right here. Control click. Lamps off 02. All right, very next one. Looks like all the lamps, huh? Lamps on and off, on 02. On 02, okay. So we're getting rid of those. And that's it for this folder. So go ahead and right click and delete that. Now we're going to go into meshes, dungeons. So let's go back to the meshes layer. Go into dungeons. Nordic, exterior, and Dragon Bridge 01. That's right here. Delete that. All right, from there now we're going to go into textures. So click on Nordic Ruins SE, go back to that. Now let's go into textures, clutter, and then we're going to delete enchanting symbols 01. Basically these two here. 01 and 01 underscore N, so delete those. All right. Now we're going to go back to textures layer. We're going to go into effects. Oh, we're just going to delete the effects folder. Delete the effects folder. Okay. Now let's go into trap. And we're going to delete pressure plate 2, 02 and 02 underscore N. So it's the second two right here. Delete those. All right, that's it for that. And now let's activate all these. Very nice. All right, next up, septentrional landscapes. Landscape textures made with 3D scans. Ooh, this might be new to me. I may not have come across this mod before. So let's go into files. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've downloaded it before. And what? We want 2K. 2K optional. Download. That just sounds unfamiliar. Septentrional. Double click to install it. Boom. Then activate it. Alright. Northfire skid marks 2K-4K. Texture replacement for skid marks are big ditches that dragons make when they sometimes crash. So we want the main file, 4K version, and optional files, skid marks, special edition add-on. So we want the 4K, and we want the optional file. So let's install these as separate mods. Start with the main file first. Okay. Now let's install the add-on. Drop down, change the name, add-ons, good. Okay. And activate them. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. Amidian-born buildings and landscapes. A large collection of high-resolution replacements from many of Skyrim's landscape and building textures, including caves, mines, imperial forts, farmhouses, Whiterun, and Solstheim. There's a full mod, so let's download it. Look for a loose files installer version. Download. Files. Okay, nope. Let's keep going. It's going to be an optional file section, so here. BSA, here it is, the last one right here. Loose files installer. Download that. And this is a little over a gig, so it could take a while. Alright, after it's done downloading, let's install it. Double click. There's a full mod. Let's open up the full mod. First page, we want to choose custom. Next. I'm going to open this up a little bit. Alright, we want caves and mines. For farmhouse, we want the 2K with alternate wall textures. Yes. Imperial forts, we want 2K. Landscapes, we don't want that at all. We don't want Solstheim or Whiterun. So click install. And we got some stuff to delete. So right click, open and explore. Go into textures, architecture, farmhouse. I'm going to delete all the pelts. Once again, I don't like how this looks, so I'm clicking on view up here. And I'm going with list. And I'm choosing all the pelts. Delete all the pelts. And also we need to delete RK banner. That's the very first file right there. So go ahead and delete that. And after that's done, alright, close up the full mod and let's move on. Rustic Release. Rustic Release is a collection of several of my Skyrim Legendary Edition mods. This mod includes rustic monuments, tombstones, Nordic murals, standing stones, and word walls. Wow. Something tells me this is going to be a pretty beefy download. Yep, so download Rustic Release. How big is this? Oh, it's not that bad. 240 megs. Alright, after that, install it. And then activate it. Next up, Northfire's Castle Volkihar. Retextures of Castle Volkihar. Alright, sounds good. Files. Mod Manager download. And let's install it. Very nice. Okay, let's activate that. Rustic Windows. This mod improves textures of windows throughout Skyrim. 2K version, please. Download, files. 2K version, second option here. Let's download it. Now let's install it. Okay. And activate it. Skyrim Landscape Overhaul Stone Walls. This mod is a mesh texture replacement for freestanding stone walls in Skyrim. And there's a full mod. And it's a Legendary Edition mod. So we're looking for the all-in-one full mod. Oh, there's only one file to choose from. Mod Manager download. Now let's install it. Take a look at the full mod for this. Okay. If you're having trouble seeing this, right click. Open image in new tab. Okay. So from here, optionals, we want the new ivy. And we want the new stone terrace walls. Click next. Next. Here we want the second option, medium, variant 1, medium. Next, next. We want medium setting here. Click next again. Texture resolution for new terrace textures, medium. And then install. All right. Webs SE. This mod replaces and adds more unique and diverse textures than the usual 3 used by the vanilla game to spider webs. So we want a main file. We got an optional file for lighting mod patch. So let's download it. So, which we want the 2K version here. So second option. And let's download the optional patch. Cool. All right, install the main mod first. And then install the optional patch. So we don't want these names to match. So drop down, choose lighting mod patch, and OK. Cool, cool. Now we're going to SD's farmhouse fences. Tired of those badly aliased fences that you find in farms and towns? Well, this mod will fix that. Fences Skyrim replaces farm fences. Let's download it. 2K version 2. Files. So 2K, here's 2K, we want version 2, 4th option. Click to install, all right. Activate it. Skyrim landscape and water fixes. This mod corrects numerous graphic glitches around Tamriel world space. It also helps to relieve your obsessive compulsive disorder. Oh, that sounds lovely, doesn't it? All right, so we're gonna look for the full mod. Oh, there's only one option to choose from, so download the main file. Download. Okay, let's open up this full mod in preparation, and then let's do it. Double click. Let's open this up. Under patches, we want ELFX, we want Cockle, we want landscape fixes for grass mods, and we want the second option for walkway wall fix MIM. No optionals, and then click install. Very good, very good. We are done with this portion of the video. I'm going to go ahead and clean this out. Right click, delete install downloads. Yes. Right clicking here, all mods, collapse all. All right. And with that said, that's the end of this video. Next video, we're going to jump into mountains. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys are doing all right. If you have any comments or questions, please drop them down below and I'll see what I can do. Have a good one, guys.